Ja, ek is Tertius Brandt, ek is by die Departement van Landbou Wes-Kaap hier op Elsenburg en ons het 'n unieke program tussen die Departement van Landbou Wes-Kaap, die Universiteit van Stellenbosch, asook Saasveld, Nelson Mandela Universiteit by Saasveld, waar ons nagraadstudente kry om vir 3 tot 5 jaar periodes op Elsenburg fisies by ons te kom werk en dan kry hulle ook hulle kwalifikasie onder ons as studieleiers en Pieter Tron is een van die studente wat tans op Elsenburg is hier by my. Pieter is al seker 4-5 jaar hier by ons en ja, hy is besig met sy doktorale studie en ek stel graag vir Pieter aan die woord.
Yeah, so like Prof. Brandt said, I'm busy with my PhD, and part of that involved a study which was requested by industry. A group of feedlots approached Prof. Brandt, and basically they wanted to know whether there's any value in sharing feedlot lambs, whether that adds any value to the production. So there's a lot of literature available overseas, but not anything in South Africa. So we decided that we actually need to do a trial to answer the question. And throwing a few ideas around, we then decided to also include a heat stress aspect into this, and that also led to the inclusion of varying dietary levels in the trial. So basically what the trial was aimed at finding out was whether shearing status, so shorn or unshorn, or the dietary energy level in the diet would affect firstly the production of feedlot lambs, and secondly whether that would affect the susceptibility to heat stress of these lambs. So we performed the trial here on Elsenburg. As Prof. Brandt said, it was a collaborative trial between the Western Cape Department of Agriculture, University of Stellenbosch, Cape Wool's, and the Western Cape Agricultural Research Trust, which aided with funding. And basically what we did, we took 56 Guinea Merino ram lambs of approximately 4 months of age, put them in a feedlot, divided them into 4 groups. So we had a shorn high energy, a shorn low energy, unshorn high energy, and an unshorn low energy group. Finished those lambs off for 42 days, and during this period we measured the weight gain, fat depth on the back, as well as the feed conversion rate and daily growth rate, obviously. And then for the heat stress aspects, we looked at respiration rate, because obviously sheep pant like dogs do to cool down. We looked at the surface temperature, the rectal temperature, and also at the eye temperature with an infrared camera at various points during the trial. And all those data sets were then put together and analyzed. And in the end, we found, well, a few things. Firstly, it appears that under the conditions in which this study was carried out, so moderate temperatures, around about 32 degrees on average during the period, and under housing, the lambs did not show any increase in growth rate or any of the other feedlot parameters we looked at when they were shorn. So it appears that there's no production benefit to sharing these lambs. And the 2 diets, the slightly higher and slightly lower energy diet, did not affect either the heat stress or the production parameters in any way, but it was found that sharing did affect their susceptibility to heat stress. So the shorn animals had lower respiration rates throughout this period than the unshorn animals, and that simply implies that they are less susceptible to heat stress because they had a lower thermal load which had to be dissipated. So based off that and off research that has been done overseas, we can say that sharing the animals during the hotter months of the year would likely aid in preventing heat stress and keeping your animals at a more optimal production level as a result of a lower thermal load that they had to dissipate.
Ja, weet jy, ons het 'n hele klompie ander programme wat ons het. Ons het byvoorbeeld 'n skaapkudde van 10 verskillende rasse. Dit is nou die Merino, die Doenie Merino, die Vleis Merino, Ile-de-France, Dorper, Meatmaster, Namakwa Afrikaner, Persie en Damara. En ons het verskillende projekte wat ons op hierdie verskillende rasse, Suid-Afrikaanse rasse uitvoer. Ons doen onder andere doen ons 'n rekenaarprogram om te kyk na die ideale slagmassa van die rasse. Ons het ook 'n ander projek oor hitte stres wat ons Roemen termometers in die diere geplaas het, wat dan oor 'n tyd uitgehaal word en ons kan dan al hierdie data analiseer en dan kyk ons ook na produksienorme. Dan het ons ook ander projekte met ander studente vir interessantheid wat ons kyk na embrionale afsterwing, ons kyk na die invloed van genetika, ons kyk na die invloed van melk, die invloed van proteïen en energievoeding op melkproduksie, biesproduksie, bieskwaliteit. Dan het ons ook 'n bietjie weg van die skaap af. Ons het 'n projek op Suid-Afrikaanse boerbokke, wat ons kyk na die produksienorme van die boerbokke en ook na die vleiseienskappe, en dan het ons 'n Bonsmara stoet op Nortier naby Lamelsbaai, en hier kyk ons na om aan die Engelse woord long range global positioning system, wat ons kyk na die weigewoontes van die diere. Ons het 'n sense-hub stelsel wat die amper sê dag tot dag beweging en amper gedrag van die diere bepaal. So ja, ons het verskeie ander projekte, en dan wat Pieter se PhD projek betref, dink ek kan die meer dan ook uitbrei behalwe die wolproduksie. Pieter, wat jy nog addisioneel dan doen op jou verder binne jou PhD-studie.
Yeah, so basically the overarching aim of the study is to quantify the effect that climate and weather variables has on production output on extensive sheep farms in South Africa. And basically the hope is just to get to a point where we can say certain weather conditions, whether that be rainfall, whether that be temperature, or combination of these factors at specific points in the production cycle will have either a positive or a negative effect on various production parameters, and exactly what the magnitude of that effect will be, so that eventually you can go to a producer and you can say, right, well, 6 months before a certain point in your production cycle, let's say for instance, your lambing period, the weather conditions indicate that you're probably going to have a lower lambing percentage, so you need to adjust your management practices to make up for the expected losses as a result of the weather.
Baie dankie vir die geleentheid wat ons het om ook ons jong mense aan julle voor te stel. En ja, ons sien uit as daar weer 'n geleentheid is, sal ons enige tyd weer met julle praat en vir julle die vordering bied. En ja, ons wil ook net baie dankie sê aan ons befondsers so Cape Wool's, die Weskaap Navorsingstrust, en ook ons vennote soos die Universiteit van Stellenbosch en die Nelson Mandela Universiteit, ons vennote in die studies. Baie dankie almal, dankie vir die geleentheid.